Elephant lies in bed. It's 2 a.m., eyes wide open, trunk tangled in the blanket. Just 5 more minutes of scrolling. Elephant whispers, but the minutes turn into an hour. Brain elephant is spinning like a washing machine. Every worry, every unfinished task, every tiny mistake is looping on repeat. Stress hormones are buzzing like neon lights in elephant's skull. Heart rate rises, thoughts spiral. Elephant tries to calm down. Tomorrow I'll fix everything. But the more elephant tries to control the thoughts, the louder they get. Sleep is nowhere in sight. This is the 2 a.m. stress spiral. It's not laziness, it's not weakness, it's the way elephants' brain reacts when stress builds up faster than the body can process. Dopamine, cortisol, and adrenaline are firing together, creating a storm of tension. Tonight, elephant isn't just tired, elephant is trapped in a mental hamster wheel. And the only way out is understanding why the spiral exists. Elephant tosses and turns. Brain elephant is replaying conversations, deadlines, and that embarrassing moment from yesterday. Each thought triggers another. Did I forget to reply? What if I fail? The spiral feeds itself. Cortisol is peaking, the stress hormone telling elephant, danger, danger, even though the threat is mostly in the mind. Meanwhile, dopamine dips, making the brain crave relief, a phone scroll, a snack, or just any distraction to feel better. But relief is temporary. The loop starts again, stronger each time. Elephant tries counting breaths, tries closing eyes. Nothing works. The mind is running a high-speed simulation of everything that could go wrong. It's exhausting, but paradoxically, the brain interprets exhaustion as another problem. Elephant feels tense, frustrated, and helpless. Yet, understanding the chemistry helps. This spiral isn't random. It's how elephant's brain prioritizes threats, even imaginary ones. Recognizing the pattern is the first step to rewiring the 2 a.m. chaos. Elephant sits up, staring at the ceiling. Brain elephant has a to-do list that feels endless. Unfinished work, messages unanswered, tomorrow's plans. Each item sparks worry, sparks more worry. Thoughts bounce like jungle monkeys on vines. I should have done this. I forgot that. The brain rewards the loop with bursts of stress chemicals, cortisol, and adrenaline, making elephant alert, but also tense and wired. Meanwhile, tiredness is creeping in, making focus impossible. Elephant reaches for the phone, thinking, just a quick scroll to relax. Dopamine gives a brief hit, a small sense of relief, but it's deceptive. The brain wants more. That just one scroll turns into 20 minutes. The stress spiral is like a merry-go-round. The faster it spins, the harder it is to step off. The key, recognizing the triggers before the brain hijacks the night entirely. Elephant's challenge, stop feeding the loop without giving up sleep entirely. Elephant's brain starts replaying conversations from the day. Did I say the wrong thing? Did I forget an important task? Each memory sparks a tiny jolt of stress, and the brain interprets it as urgent. Even small worries feel massive at 2 a.m. Elephant's body reacts, muscles tense, heart rate rises, and breathing becomes shallow. The mind wants solutions, but sleep is the real solution, yet it feels unreachable. Elephant tries deep breaths, but thoughts keep circling. Brain elephant whispers, "You need to fix it all now." Elephant realizes that the spiral is fueled by unfinished loop, tasks left undone, words unsaid, tiny anxieties building. The secret isn't forcing sleep, it's giving the brain a gentle off-ramp. Journaling, tiny mental resets, and letting the unsolved thoughts rest are the keys. Brain elephant can't solve everything at once, but it can learn to pause, even while tired. One calm breath at a time, elephant begins to unwind. Elephant notices a pattern. Every time a stressful thought pops up, the brain searches for a solution immediately, but at 2 a.m., solutions aren't possible, only rumination. Elephant learns to recognize the signal. This is a stress loop. Instead of acting, elephant mentally labels it, thinking, not acting. This tiny shift reduces the emotional charge. Next, elephant uses a grounding technique, feeling the mattress beneath. The sheets around, the rhythm of slow breathing, each sensation tethers elephant to the present. Separating from the endless what-if scenarios, brain elephant still protests, But what about tomorrow? Elephant counters gently. Tomorrow gets its turn. This simple acknowledgement without resistance begins to calm the neural storm. The stress spiral doesn't vanish instantly, but elephant's awareness acts as a shield. By observing without reacting, elephant begins to reclaim control of the night. Step by step, sleep becomes a companion, not an enemy. Elephant now experiments with a mental buffer instead of letting one worry trigger the next. Elephant visualizes a small box and places each thought inside it. Not now, stored for tomorrow. Elephant whispers. Brain elephant fidgets resistance is natural, but the act creates space. Next, elephant uses a micro routine. One slow stretch, one sip of warm water, one deep exhale. Each tiny action signals nighttime is for rest. Elephant notices something surprising. Stress thoughts are still present, but less intense. Like clouds thinning in the sky, brain elephant tries to argue. You're ignoring danger. Elephant responds with curiosity instead of fear. Interesting. Let's see why you're worried. By observing without reacting, elephant discovers the pattern stress at night isn't a threat. It's a habit. With consistent practice, these mental loops weaken. The night stops feeling like a battlefield and starts feeling like a calm jungle clearing. Where elephant can finally rest, elephant introduces a thought journal. Each time brain elephant hurls a worry, elephant quickly writes it down. Task due tomorrow check. Did I forget something check? The simple act of writing gives the brain permission to pause. Brain elephant grumbles, but what if it's urgent? Elephant calmly responds, if it's urgent, I'll handle it in daylight. Then elephant experiments with visualization, imagining a soft, glowing nightlight in the center of the mind. Every stressful thought must pass by it and fade before moving on. Surprisingly, brain elephant starts following the cue. Reducing nighttime chaos, elephant adds gentle background cues, soft music, distant jungle sounds, or a calming hum. The environment reinforces the brain's new behavior. Slowly, nighttime stress spikes shrink. Brain elephant realizes the overthinking loop isn't permanent. It's a habit that can be rewired. Elephant feels a subtle lightness as the mind finally learns the rhythm of true rest. Elephant now practices micro-meditation, sitting on the edge of the bed, trunk resting gently. Elephant focuses on slow, deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Brain elephant protests. I have unfinished tasks. Elephant smiles. Yes, but this moment is only for calm.
With each breath, tension in the shoulders and back slowly melts. Elephant notices racing thoughts like tiny butterflies fluttering away instead of crashing into the mind. Next, elephant applies the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding method, naming 5 things seen, 4 things touched, 3 things heard, 2 things smelled, 1 thing tasted. Brain elephant becomes occupied with the senses instead of hypothetical disasters.
The combination of micro-meditation and grounding slows the racing heartbeat. Stress signals to the body decrease, cortisol starts to lower, and brain elephant finally feels manageable. Elephant realizes that the mind can be trained like a trunk, strong, flexible, and calm when guided correctly. Elephant now journals thought unload with a soft lamp on. Trunk gently scribbles worries onto a notebook, emails not answered, meeting tomorrow. Missed exercise. Each line is a tiny weight lifted from brain elephant. Writing transforms abstract, swirling fears into tangible words, which elephant can observe without panic. After journaling, elephant practices mental time travel, visualizing tomorrow. Elephant imagines a calm, structured day, each task completed step by step. Brain elephant starts shifting from chaos mode to planning mode. Then comes the final elephant stretch. Standing tall, trunk reaches high, legs stretch slowly, deep inhale. Elephant inhales serenity, exhales tension. Body signals brain, we are safe. Muscles relaxed, heart slower. Even the nocturnal background noises, the distant chirp of crickets. The soft rustle of leaves become comforting rather than alarming. Slowly, elephant feels sleepiness returning, mind quieting. Ready to rest without replaying the stress spiral of 2 a.m. Finally, elephant sets the night guard, a small checklist by the bed lamp off. By 10:30, phone in another room, water glass ready. Journal closed. Brain elephant now knows the environment signals rest. Elephant takes one last. Mindful breath, trunk lightly on the chest, feeling heartbeat slow. Thoughts still try to sneak in, but elephant watches them pass like leaves on a gentle stream, no grabbing, no chasing. Gratitude enters the routine. One deep thought for the day, one small accomplishment, one act of kindness remembered. Brain elephant responds with a subtle dopamine calm, tension fading. As elephant nestles into the blanket, every inhale carries a sense of control regained. 2 a.m. no longer feels like a trap, but a quiet checkpoint. Elephant drifts into sleep, mind no longer spinning stress, instead spinning clarity, preparation, and gentle self-compassion. The nocturnal spiral finally broken. Morning will greet elephant with rested, focused energy.